Wide, we
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Browns going up against the 49ers. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton, and you know, never, it's a passing league. We know that. And as Larry hit onto the open, we've got a couple of great passers squaring off here this afternoon.
And usually the discussion centers in on how they're going to compete against the opposite defense. But you and I had a nice little chat with one of these guys in this game. And they did say, look, I'm always competing against the opposite quarterback. If I play better than he does, I think my team has an advantage.
Makes the handshake afterwards a little sweeter, too. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Santa Clara. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The ground. This is Isaiah Crowell, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Career highs in receptions, carries, and total yards last year for Crowell. His total yardage was 952. That was the highest by a Cleveland Brown running back since 2010.
And that sounds impressive, but I think there's much more out there for him. If Cleveland's plays even with people, not from behind, he'll get more carries, more touches, and his yardage will go up.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Kaiser on first down. Sammy Coates has it complete. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And some room to maneuver. 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll throw here. Kaiser under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The rookie from Alabama, Reuben Foster, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
They asked Reuben Foster to do a little bit of everything when he was at Alabama, when he's playing middle linebacker, and we saw one more example of what he can do. He can rush the quarterback, too.
So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Kaiser on 3rd and 2. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Carlos Hyde, by the way, led all runners on Sunday with 124 yards. So although only field goals for the 49ers, that was a bright spot.
And that's what they count on from Carlos Hyde, to be the guy who can eat up carries, control the clock a little bit. He can run between the tackles and also has some pretty good speed once he breaks free. What do you have, a 60-plus yard run in the game against Seattle? So he can do all of that. They just need him to stack those kinds of performances back to back to back so that San Francisco can improve on offense.
The 13 yards that time of the first. Here's Hoyer. Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Hoyer pressure again, and down he goes again. The #1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go.
Now Hoyer. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's caught by Saleh. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down right near midfield. 7 yards there on the pickup. And the 49ers are going to get a first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The #1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We're back to Santa Clara after this.
The NFL Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
False start, offense.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012.
Still 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. Screen play, Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The eighth-year man from Tennessee, this is Britton Colquitt on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Can't ask for much more than that, a 50-yard punt. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about a three-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And able to find Garcon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 34 yards. And that leads to a San Francisco first down. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and first down.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back with more after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. To throw is Kaiser. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Let's go.
Hoyer going to hand it off to Hyde. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches
Here we
here.
go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. He dumps it to Hyde. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. The play fake to Hyde. Now it's Hoyer. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Leopard.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Back to throw here. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down. They'll set up a throw. Being chased at, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires.
Here we go.
Again, it's Crowell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
But we know one thing, Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016, an 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long, didn't end in 6, but still. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken in at the 1. Look at the spin. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. We get a glance at the Browns defense as they file into position. And they had a great fourth down stop last time that set their offense up great. Offense able to score. So offense probably over there saying, hey, do that again.
Exactly what they're saying. That's working together. That's being in tandem right there. Stop them on defense. Offense gets great field position, rolls in and puts points on the board. I think you're exactly right. Can you do it for us one more time? We'll take it.
And they'll try and do it again. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Here's Hoyer. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hoyer and the offense staying out there. They'll go on fourth down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
The Niners going for it. Here's Hoyer. Airing it deep for Garcon. He's got a man. Complete. They'll get 32 yards there. And it'll be first down 49ers.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on third down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. First and 15 here behind the chains.
Here we go.
Now Hoyer. The 20. Over the middle to Garcon. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. First down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Hyde. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I think we saw some of the best qualities of Carlos Hyde on that. Pick up something there, being physical, running the football, but I think he's got really good vision and great feet. He's going to be the key to this offense really being revitalized.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great.
Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. This offense so far on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Green, 39.
Hoyer. Hard throw, incomplete. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing, no pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go.
Detroit, set, green.
They'll look to throw here. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this 4th quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. On the counter, it's Corral. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Wide open receiver complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down, but they are in field goal range already. Johnson. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And Gonzalez puts this one through. But hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker. And if they did, that'll be a first down.
Defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Back to throw. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
All right, here we go.
He's back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Here's Kaiser. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Come on, let's go!
Kaiser to throw. That'll be incomplete. As the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Kaiser. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Now Kaiser. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And now running right through it. This one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kick. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Kaiser now to throw on first down. A little dump off for Crowell. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short. They elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Carry now for Hyde. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They run it again with Hyde. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll go play action with Hyde. Now it's Hoyer. Now the ball comes loose. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it.
Yeah, holding on to the football is a big problem for the 49ers last year. Shouldn't surprise any of us, right? When you're 2-14, you probably will lead the league in fumbles as they did. How about they have 15 last year?
15 of them, yep, and a 2-14 record, kind of indicative. Kaiser now after the fumble recovery. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Kaiser. And a catch made by Kenny Brent. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught by Garcon. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back near the 42. A play fake to Hyde. Now it's Hoyer. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now a run with Hyde. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be called for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Kaiser now on second down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. Third and long for Kaiser. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's Hoyer. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. And able to find Garcon. What a decision to go for it on 4th from their own territory, and it pays off. 52 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Again, it's Hyde. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Now Hoyer. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Hoyer. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No.
time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but brings up a 4th and goal. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll have Larry Ridley's highlights, but points obviously hard to come by in this first half. Larry will be in Orlando with our halftime report in about 2 minutes' time. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Jamie Collins coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
David Njoku, nearly 17 yards a catch in college. Those are wide receiver numbers.
Yeah, went to Miami. Brad Kaya was his quarterback. They were a really good combo. Also, how about the wingspan of the unit? And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The rookie from Alabama, Reuben Foster. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll run it with Johnson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
A second down throw now for Kaiser. Going underneath for Crowell. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first down throw for Kaiser. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now the Browns defensive unit trots back out. They don't want to change anything. They've got 0 points against them here, so I would imagine the halftime speech was do more of the same, right?
I think you're right, and it's where defensive coordinators have to walk that line of preparing for the adjustments you expect to come, but not taking away the aggressiveness you've already shown. And they played so well, I think that's the speech. You nailed it. Just go out and do what you've been doing, and we'll adjust if we see anything different later.
To this point, they've been spectacular. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Pierre Garçon, 51 yards. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds, but 10 yards inside of enemy territory at the 40. Great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 40 yards. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. His throw incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Yet again, Pierre Garçon and company gearing up to take the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways it can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. They'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. The gain of 19 and picking up the first. He'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught left side, Garçon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The pickup on the pitch and catch.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Garrett Selleck, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. With about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that, because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go!
Kaiser to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. But not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, 56 yards. And the Browns could grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Yet again, Pierre Garçon and company gearing up to take the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's what really becomes fun, because let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete.
Let's go! Green!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Complete to the right. This is Garçon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. 12 more yards there and another first down. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Now let's go! Hurry!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Hurry up, here we go! Green! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Hoyer. Open man is Taylor. He's got him. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Delayed game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They'll go play action with Hyde. Now it's Hoyer. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Here we go!
Following the interception, Kaiser nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room, and they will hand things over to their backup quarterback. This is Crowell. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Pierre Garçon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now Hoyer. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Sammy Coates now to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He got 29 yards that time. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Brad 38.
He's back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Come on, let's go. Let's round.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Njoku. A gain of 8 and a 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd down following the incompletion. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Now Kaiser. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, they think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And his throw here's incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
For plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off?
He's
got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Kaiser to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Kaiser now. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kawhi Williams.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
All right, here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Fresh set of downs here. Hoyer. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people are really happy about those picks. Any fantasy team that has this defense.
But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end, we win. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.